Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Africa Sports. Today is going to be the culmination of the Champions League group stage games. We're going to be playing Al-Ahly, maybe USM Alger, maybe Wydad Casablanca. It kind of all depends on what happens against Al-Ahly, I think. So, obviously, we haven't really played a huge amount of football in between episodes. We played a little bit before, basically as the January transfer window opened, we played 4 more games, and we've won absolutely everything. And then we've played 1 match after the January transfer window, and obviously you can see there all of my cup competitions to keep money rolling in, basically. We then drew 0-0 with Williamsville Athletic Club. We seem to not win everything at the moment, which is good and bad. We've also obviously had a transfer window and Big Viv has left. Big Viv is joining the list of former Africa Sports players to now get paid a decent amount of money playing in China, basically. He's gone to Chongqing, I believe is how you would pronounce that. It's probably not even close. But yeah, he's gone there for £600,000, I think, 500,000, potentially rising to a lot more because I think we've got a 50% sell on. I think there's also, after certain international appearances, there's more money being involved. We've also loaned out a bunch of players as well. Elvis Zamblé has gone off to France. Titi Traoré also going to France as well. We'll come back to him in a minute. Keegan Koopstad has gone to FC San Pedro. And Keletso Ntuli has gone to Atlantis D. Those guys, he's gone there. The first of 5 players to join the club then, we've actually spent a lot of money, like £350,000 I think in this transfer window, is Ousseynou Gueye, maybe. He is a Senegalese striker who scored 32 goals in 90 appearances for Dimebars FC in his native Senegal. I think he's good. This is the reason why Titi Traoré has gone out on loan, because I think Gueye is probably a lot better. Plus, he's 4-star potential. I don't know how good Titi Traoré is. I like a revolving door of decent young strikers, apparently. Hopefully, Gueye can score some goals. We spent £100 on Freddie Blais. It's probably pronounced Blais or something like that, but it's Blais. Freddie Blais, signed from SC Gagnoa. He was out of contract at the end of the season, and I thought, you know what, let's bring him in now, give him a little bit of analysis, I guess, see if he's any good for the first team. He's already played once. He's done okay, I think, in his first appearance. 2-star current ability, 4-star potential on Freddie. Another player who is out of contract is Ibrahim Cheoulé, who has signed from the Ivory Academy. 17 years of age, central midfielder. Going to be playing for the under-21s for a season or 2, but I think there's something about him. Also, he's a model citizen, which I think, if I remember correctly what everybody says, is a good thing. I don't know about personalities on this. Our most expensive signing is Senegalese left winger Ibou Traoré, signed from Generation Foot, £175,000 worth of Senegalese youngster, 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. I've basically brought him in because I think Alozi needs a bit more decent competition, and I think Traoré is decent competition. And similarly, we've brought in Valentin Numa, who is a Burkinabe left back, 24 years of age. He has been brought in because we need a little bit of depth at left back, because we loaned out Keegan Koopstad, who wasn't a very good left-back in the first place. Yeah, so Numa, hopefully, might be our number 1 left-back going till the end of the season. We have paid a little bit of money for Numa. I think it's like £26,000. So it's not a huge amount of money, but it's some money. And I think he's good. Not that it's much of a surprise to anybody, but we are currently top of the Ivorian Premier Division. We have 37 points out of 15 games. We have dropped, 8 points over the course of the season, which is a massive amount of points, but we are still 10 points clear of 2nd place RC Abidjan, 11 points clear of 3rd and 4th place ASEC Mimosas, and Bouaki FC, so basically we're winning the league once again. Right then, let's play Al-Ahly in the Champions League. Bottom of the group, they are the biggest underachievers, I guess, because Al-Ahly, if I remember rightly, are one of the best teams in Egypt, if not the best team in Egypt. So the fact that they are struggling in this group with Wydad Casablanca, USM Alger, and obviously ourselves, that's a bit of a concern for them. We should hopefully just beat them, put us on to 9 points. If Wydad Casablanca beat Alger, I think we've then qualified for the quarterfinals. The starting lineup then for the Al-Ahly game in Egypt will be Christian Drogba in goal. Numa will be getting his first Champions League appearance for us as the fullback today. Diarra Suba, Karuma and Charles Mayeri round off the back 4. It's going to be Gaboho, Bedia and Aka in the middle of the pitch. We're not going to miss Big Viv, okay? We're not going to miss Big Viv. I'm determined that. We've got Bedia, we've got Aka, we've got Gaboho as well. So, yeah, we've still got a very good central midfield. Fonseca, Traoré and Utara will be our front 3 today. I think this might be Traoré's debut. It certainly is Numa's debut. I don't think it is his debut. I think Traoré's already played once. Anyway, Let's see. I mean, that was rubbish, Godfrey. That was absolutely rubbish. I've got faith in you. Fired a few people up. Like I said, as long as we pick up 3 points here, Wydad Casablanca, assuming they will beat USM Alger, then hopefully that's basically the group decided. We are either going to be first or second. 15.5 minutes on the clock. Al-Ahly have the ball. I have noticed as well, by the way, Al-Ahly have Yannick Bolasie. They've signed him on a free transfer, which I think is a pretty good signing. He is about 35 now, but he's still actually not bad. Numa plays the ball forward to Traore. 2 new signings on that left-hand side. Plays it across to JFB, who goes forward. Fonseca's going to control it. Can he get that cross away? He's been tackled by Karim Nedved. And now Al-Ahly can come forward. Not very far, though. We've put it in. It has eventually rolled across the line. Brahima Utara gets his 3rd goal of the season. Utara doesn't play a lot of football for us at the moment. We are constantly, and I mean constantly, rotating our strikers. I need to kind of find one who just scores goals. Utara might be that player. It's all kicking off in the other game in the group. It is 1-1 by the looks of it. We've got a throw through Mayeri. Goma heads clear. Back to the throw taker though. Now Herman Acker, well outside the area, plays it all the way across to Numa. Gaboho, now Traore into Brahima Utara. And that is a second piece of absolutely awful goalkeeping. It's 2-0. Brahima Utara benefiting from both poor bits of keeping there. We are looking like we're picking up 9 points in the group at least, with still 2 games to play. Their keeper, for some reason, is only 6.6. He is to blame for both of our goals at the moment. Mary to Herman Acker. He's going to go backwards. Goes across instead to the Inter Milan loanee. Acker gets it once again. Mary with acres of space on the right-hand side. Now Fonseca, loads of room as well, and gets his 25th goal of the season. It's 3-0. It's not even half-time. We are running away with this one. Now it is half-time, and it is still 3-0 elsewhere in the group. It is 1-1 between USM Alger and Wydad Casablanca, which, is that good? Is that bad? I think that's probably not too bad. I think that's okay. We'll just stick with that team talk. We're not going to do any changes. We do have a few options on the bench. I am training Kissidu up to be a right winger, because he's actually not bad as a right winger. We've got an early chance in the second half. The ball goes over the bar from Fonseca. Do we do any changes now? I mean, Traore needs a bit of a rest. Jairzinho for Al-Ahly. Corner comes in. We've got it clear. Only as far as Magdi, though. Goma plays it all the way back once again to Karim Nedved. Can we steal this away and counter-attack? Because if we can, they have literally no outfield players in their own half. We're closing it down. The goalkeeper, who's already made a couple of mistakes so far this game, gets the ball clear, but finds a red and white check shirt. Fonseca's going to run all the way down the right-hand side. Is he going to pass it or going to keep going? He keeps going. Fonseca, cut inside, buddy. He's crossed it instead. Gaboho finds Traore, the substitute, back to Numa. The Birkenabe international. Now Herman Acker. We are trying to break through. Instead, Mayer has stolen it away from Acker, and possibly Al-Ahly with a counter-attack. Yannick Bolasie collects it, goes for goal, tries to dink it over Drogba's head. Doesn't manage to do it. Drogba holds on. That wasn't really a highlight. Right, we're going to do a change. We're going to do Traore off. Drissa Coffee coming on, I think, because Traore needs a bit of a rest. Do we do Zazua coming on? One thing I need to say about Zazua, he's leaving. He was out of contract at the end of the season. He refused to sign a new one. Pacome Zazua will be leaving the club. He is literally a club legend, and he's going to be leaving on a free transfer. The fans are not going to like that one. We are going to do Kissidu as well for Fonseca. Not that we need to do it, but I want to get Kissidu some games as a right winger, because he should become a half-decent inside forward on that right-hand side, given the chance. Yannick Bolasie has it for Al-Ahly. Karim Nedved crosses it. It's going to go straight into the hands of Drogba. 64 minutes then. Drogba, what are you going to do? Roll it out to Herman Acker. Back to Diarra Suba. Forward to Numa. We're going to pass this around, making it look easy. Drissa Coffee, the substitute's going to run with a bit of purpose. Straight into an Al-Ahly shirt though, and now Al-Ahly can come forward once again. Hani has it. Now Goma, who won the ball in the first place. Mayer finds Hani on the right hand side. Lots and lots of space. Numa's with him. Is he going to concede a penalty on his debut? You could see it coming a mile off, couldn't you? It's going to be 3-1. I mean, we do have to wait for the referee to wander over to the screen for 20 minutes, but it's going to be a penalty. Okay, is it a penalty? What a surprise, it's a penalty. I could see it was a penalty from up here. Drogba then against, I think that might be Yannick Bolasie, you know? Is it going to be Yannick Bolasie? It's not Yannick Bolasie, it's Hassan. Steps up against Drogba. Drogba just telegraphed where he was going to dive then, didn't he? I knew he was diving that way before Hassan even started his run-up. It's 3-1. Final 20 minutes. Numa, who conceded the penalty, gets it to Utara. Aka now has the cleared ball. Right-hand side isn't going to be a single player. JFB collects it, though. We need Mayeri to make a run. Gaboho now to Coffee. Come on, right-hand side, Kisidu's going to keep it in, hopefully. Play it backwards to Mayeri, doesn't, crosses it instead. Finds Numa on the volley, or half volley. And Valentin Numa concedes the penalty and then scores the 4th goal for us. Kisidu with the assist. Pretty decent debut for a left-back. I mean, obviously, other than conceding the penalty, but still, that's a decent debut for a left-back playing in a Champions League match. Final 5 minutes of the game. We are going to bring off Numa. We're going to bring on Sheriff Jimmer. Numa, I think he's done well on his debut. He's literally only been at the club for about 2 weeks. We've got a corner through Herman Acker. Takes it left-footed towards the back post. And Christian Diarra makes it 5. Elsewhere, it looks like Alger and Casablanca are drawing. So we don't go top of the group. Also, I don't think we've guaranteed ourselves safety. I'll say safety. We've guaranteed ourselves qualification. We've won 5-1 on the night. Conceding that goal is a little bit of a black mark against the match. But 5-1, not bad. So yes, elsewhere, USM Alger and Wydad Casablanca did draw 1-1. Which means, looking at the group, we are currently 2nd in the group. I think we need to get 1 point. We need to get 1 point, and then we will guarantee ourselves basically qualification to the quarterfinals, which means we're going to be playing USM Alger in this episode, because that is going to be the next Champions League game, and I don't think it's very far away at all, is it? I think, yeah, we've got to play SC Gagnoa, and then we'll be back for the next Champions League match. Match number 2 then of the episode, USM Alger from Algeria. If we lose, that's actually a bit of an issue, isn't it? Because if we lose, we then have to try and get something against Wydad Casablanca. So I'm kind of glad we are playing this game on camera. Also, if we lose, I think we might see the results of the Wydad Casablanca versus Africa Sports game later on in the episode as well. So yeah, if the episode's really long, you can already work out what's going to happen. No changes in our starting lineup then for the game against USM Alger. The only difference really is our subs bench. We do have Cheksi Alozi back from his injury, but he's not fully back from his injury, so he's probably unlikely to come off the bench. Last time we played these, I think we drew, didn't we? We certainly struggled. We certainly struggled against them. We also, by the way, we played our match against SC Gagnoa, I think it is, and obviously we won 3-0. I say obviously 3-0. Obviously we won. It was 3-0. Let's try and get ourselves into the quarterfinal of the Champions League. Not even 2 minutes on the clock, and already we've potentially got a chance. Numa has it. He's going to run down the left-hand side, plays it into Herman Acker, the defensive midfielder. Numa once again. Numa looks like a good signing so far. Fonseca goes for a long-ranged headed effort, of all things. Hits it just over the bar. Numa's throw finds Traore. Back to Numa once again. He's gone for another cross. This time Fonseca doesn't win his header. Jan Gaboho, though, plays it across to Charles Mayeri, who I think is probably one of our worst, footballers in terms of attributes, but in terms of performance, he's probably one of our best. Numa to Traore, and Brahima Utara sticks a foot out as well, makes it 1-0 after just 4 minutes, almost 4 minutes exactly on the clock. This should hopefully be enough to secure qualification. And because we scored the goal so early, we are actually currently top of the group, because the other match I'm assuming is still 0-0. It is Herman Acker. He's going to run forward with the ball. Acker, by the way, has had interest from teams in France, which is a concern. Traore keeps the ball in play, plays it on the ground to Utara. He's hit the post, I think, or maybe that was saved. Fonseca just runs the ball off the pitch, apparently. Acker with a corner, 12.5 minutes, crosses it in, not the best corner. Traore is going to collect it. Now Utara, the goal scorer. Karuma, the central defender, has the ball. He's still playing very far up the pitch at the moment from the corner. Traore is going to cross the ball in. It's JFB, it's Fonseca, and Fonseca is there with his 27th goal of the season. He is our top scorer by a country mile, by the way. I don't know whether you've realised this. Still barely 15 minutes on the clock, and another chance, possibly going the other way though. We've managed to seal it off them. Numa's going to run forward, JFB in the centre circle. Traore is going to hopefully control it. He does, the Senegalese signing, runs directly towards goal, goes for an effort himself with his left foot, hits it well wide of the far post. 25 minutes. There's a lot going on in this match. Jan Gaboho forward, plays it to Traore on the left-hand side. Wydad Casablanca have taken the lead against Al-Ahly. That is going to be a penalty. Are we going to have to wait for some VAR? Yep, of course we do. Whilst this is going on, obviously we've dropped down to second place in the group because Wydad Casablanca have taken the lead, but it doesn't matter because as long as we win this game, it doesn't really matter where we finish because I don't even think they have seeds, so we could still play a team who finished in second place anyway in a different group. It is going to be Fonseca stepping up to take the penalty then. Can he make it 3-0 before half an hour is even ticked over on the clock? No, he can't because it's been saved. maybe he can't. No, I was going to say maybe he can. He can't. The effort is saved by the keeper. That might be Fonsigno's game up, you know. Well, it's quieting down then. Since the Fonsigno penalty save, nothing has happened at all. 2-0 at half-time. Wydad Casablanca also beating Al-Ahly 2-0. So it looks like the team from the Ivory Coast and the team from Morocco will be going through to the quarterfinals. No changes at half-time for us. Highlights straight from kickoff, which looks like it could be a good thing because we've stolen the ball away through a very, very optimistic pass. Gaboho to Traore. He's going to try and run. Plays it on the ground actually towards Ouattara. And Brahima Ouattara gets there before the goalkeeper does. It's 3-0, 25 seconds on the clock into the second half. It should be 4-0, but still, we're 3-0 up. USM Alger have actually had a couple of shots though. We've got ourselves a corner. Herman Akker's going to take it. Is it going to be Diarra Suba at the back? It's not. It's a header clear. And it looks like USM Algeria are coming forward. I keep calling them USM Algeria. They're not called USM Algeria. That's not what their name is. They do have the ball. Plays it all the way back to the fullback. I'd love to steal this away and counter-attack them because that seems to be what we do in quite a lot of these highlights at the moment. They've got it left-hand side. Lovely, lovely pass. Lovely bit of space as well. If he wants to use it, doesn't bother. Crosses it in instead. It's not good goalkeeping from Drogba, is it? Al-Ahly makes it 3-1. I mean, what was Drogba doing? He clearly doesn't need to do a lot of football in this because he was well out of position there. Right, we're going to do a change in just a moment. 60 minutes is normally when I do my first one. It's going to be Ibu Traore coming off. We're going to do Jarissa Coffee. I don't want to bring a Losey on. Don't see the point, really, of bringing a Losey on. Sheriff Jimot as well for Numa, because Numa not having the best of games at the moment. And I think the left-hand side is where we are struggling. You can see right-hand side, Fonsigno and Meiri, both in the sevens. It is Alger with the ball. El Afi, the goal scorer, to Badawi. Why am I trying to pronounce any of these names? They've gone for goal. It's 3-2. What's happened? What's happened? What's going on? We've had 29 shots. They've had 5. They've scored 2 of theirs. What is going on? We need to be more clinical with our finishing. 75 minutes. Meiri to Fonsigno in the penalty area. Back to Meiri. Finds Herman Akker. Loads of space. Is he going to shoot? He doesn't. Takes too long on the ball. Gaboho finds the right back. Meiri's going to run into the penalty area. Is he going to cross it in? Please do. Dresser Coffee's at the back post. Doesn't get it. Coffee needs to cross this in. He does. Ouattara's there. Goes over, just over the bar. It could have been his hat-trick. Wydad Casablanca now 4-0 up against Al-Ahly, so they are looking like they are currently going through, along with ourselves, as long as we don't concede a goal. Because, I know, saying that, a point will do. A point will be fine. I'd just rather win the game. Herman Akker to Meiri. We've got very little time left. Back to Herman Akker. The deep line playmaker crosses it in. Doesn't find anyone. Sheriff Jimon now collects it. Jimon's going to cross it. I'm not sure who that was. It was Beddy. I couldn't see his name. They've cleared the ball, but Diarra Suba is going to come forward with it once again. Right-hand side is Fonsigno. Little dinked head down to Meiri. Into Fonsigno. Goes for goal himself. Straight into the hands of the keeper. Fonsigno's not had the best of games, has he? And this highlight is worryingly carrying on. I don't like that, and I don't like the fact that they've actually managed to find one of their players. Beniad's going to get past Meiri. Meiri, tactical foul, but play on, apparently. Sheriff Jimon gets the ball clear. Dresser Coffee collects it. I mean, should they call that back? I don't know whether they should call that back at all. Dresser Coffee's going to run direct towards goal. If he can get past that defender, this might suddenly open everything up. And it does open everything up. Brahima Ouattara's goal is disallowed. He was offside. It is still 3-2. There's about 3 minutes of injury time left to play. And we've still got more time for highlights. Not good. Karuma's going to get it though. Good, good, good. Right, take your time, buddy. Karuma to Diarra Suba in the centre circle. Plays it forward. Dresser Coffee. Loads of space on the left. If he can run into it, he does decide to run. Dresser Coffee tries to get a bit of space for himself. Loses the ball. And the counter-attack is possibly on here. Somebody do a foul. Beniad. He's going to get past Karuma. Karuma's fouled him. That's going to be a second yellow card. That is a red card for Cheek Karuma. What do we do? I mean, we should shut up shop, shouldn't we? We really should just kind of close up everything. Fonsigno's going to come off because Fonsigno hasn't really done well this match. He definitely hasn't done particularly well. We're going to drop you into... I mean, what position can you actually play? Dresser Coffee. You play centre mid. You sit in the middle there. No, you can sit in the middle there. Sure, we'll do that. And then that, and maybe. Can we pick a thing? You can be an advanced playmaker on support. You can be a Mazzala on support. We've got 2 Mazzalas. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Just go defensive. I can't believe I'm shutting up shop in a match against USM Alger when we were 3-0 up. They've equalised. They've literally just equalised with that. I mean, it was a great goal, but how have we not won this game? How have we not won this game at all? What an awful defensive performance from us. 3-3. We missed a penalty. We got a player sent off. That was a mess. And Godfrey Asu says, tell the boys they were excellent. No, we drew 3-3 in a match we were 3-0 up at. So what does this mean? Have we still qualified? I feel like we have still qualified. We have still qualified. We don't know whether it is at first or second, but we have still qualified. That was just not good, wasn't it? That was not good at all. It was a 3-3 draw. We have to play Wydad Casablanca, which I'm not going to bother doing on camera because obviously we've qualified. That's all that matters. It means next episode then, if we go rules, quarter-final, we are going to be playing someone in April. The 6th of April is when we will be returning. So what's going to happen? 6th of April. We're going to be around here somewhere. So we've basically got an entire month and a bit of football to play. I don't know who we're going to be playing. You're not going to know until the next episode. Well, thank you very much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button. I've just realised we've scored 8 goals in this episode, but have conceded 4 of them, and 3 of them were against USM Alger. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, where we're going to be playing a Champions League quarter-final, hopefully against somebody who isn't South African. That'll be nice.